one of them pitney walking on the road. Look at this. Look at this. And the pitney won't even watch out. Look how you turn up in the road. Look how you turn up in the road. Turn up in the road. And the trucker come on the sidewalk this, and then if you go up on the sidewalk, go walk you. Hope you like pitney them.
Greetings viewers and subscribers. Parents, guardians, teachers, did you see that? Did you see what our children are doing? A lot of times, when accidents happen, we normally blame the drivers. But what we must understand is that we as parents, we do have a responsibility. Don't care how old the child is. Don't care how mature we think our children are. We have to keep reminding them of some basic things. Because when they are out on the street with their friends, they do all kind of foolishness. So let's keep reminding them. One of the basic things about being on the road is walk carefully on the road, among other things. But let's keep reminding them. You notice the truck driver, he had to steer away from the children. Ah boy. So in today's journey, we are going back a little bit. We are going to be starting right at the Darliston tax office. Yeah, I know. This video, I'm not sure what happened, but it's not so great. Especially the first part. It is kind of blurry, but bear with me. Anyhow, we are heading towards Savlamar in the parish of Westmoreland. We are heading down the hill. Sit back, relax, and drive with me. Now, yesterday, I said something about security officers and life insurance. I have been asked a lot of questions. I have also seen some comments. There is this particular comment. It was made by Mr. Ricardo Carrington. If you look on your screen, that is the comment. A part of it says, Mr. Popeye, even though I know you have good intentions, do you realize that this information about security guards regarding insurance will put ideas in the heads of unscrupulous family members and spouses? Now, Ricardo, I do understand what you are saying. Yes, man, I understand. But let me explain something. Because it's not that easy. Listen me now. What most security companies do is before the security officers start working, the security officer must fill out the insurance form. Because they know that if the worst should happen and the security officer pass away, they will be held liable. The insurance coverage, it is not automatic. Let me tell you what I mean by that. The security officer, he or she must fill out an insurance form. No other person can fill out that form for that security officer. So if you are a security officer and you have never filled out an insurance form, it means that you are not covered. Now, in filling out this form, there's a section there for beneficiaries. So the security officers filling out the form, they would write down the names of their beneficiaries. So, say for example, you put your mother's name as the only beneficiary. It means that if something should happen and the security officer passed away, his or her mother would be allotted 100% of the benefit. So if it's $2.5 million, the mother would be getting the whole $2.5 million. Let's say that the security officers put 2 people on the form as beneficiaries. Then the security officer is required to say how much he or she is allotting to each person. So say for example, the officer put down his mother and his girlfriend's name or a child on the form. I think you can put up to 3 or 4 persons. There is a section for the allotment. So the person who is filling out the form will decide how much he or she is allotting each person. So for example, the person might write 40% for their mother and 60% for their child. If they have 3 persons on it, and they want to share it equally, they can put like 33 and a third percent each. But whatever the person put on the paper, the allotment must equal 100%. You following me? So what I'm trying to explain is, if you didn't put an unscrupulous relative or spouse on the farm and you should pass away, that person will not benefit from your passing away. Also, nobody is gonna know who the security officer has as his or her beneficiary unless the security officer tells someone or someone managed to see the insurance certificate. And I can tell you this, ask any security officer and you will see if I'm lying. Many security officers, this security certificate that they get back, they guard it with their life. Trust me when I tell you. You will hear many security officers say, "Me nah make my spouse see this." And that is for various reasons. One of the reasons is, probably, they didn't put their spouse name as a beneficiary. I've seen that happen. I've seen husbands only put their kids' name as beneficiaries. I've also seen wives do it. Another reason is, yes, they put their spouse name on it, but they're afraid that if the spouse are going to find out that if he or she, meaning the security officer, dies, the spouse tends to benefit, then any game can play. Now, have I cleared up some of the gray spots? If you have any other questions, just drop it in the comment section below. Any questions or concern you have, I ensure that I read all the comments. You might not see me responding to everybody, but I do go through the comment section and I read them. So if you have any other question, drop it in the comment section. But hear me now. Security officers, you are not unionized, but ensure that your rights are protected. No security company, don't care how rich the boss is, they cannot function without you as a security officer. And don't make nobody disrespect you, because remember me tell you, you as a security officer, if you are working in certain place, no care you see the workers them diss you and go on, for them salary, not enough like fear, So don't make nobody look down upon you and call you security boy or security girl. Stand tall, because guess what? You are worth more money than them. And in a job, that is what matters. Remember me tell you that. Now, we are aware that persons have been asking about updates on Gabriel King. Yeah, man, that 9-year-old autistic child who was killed. We have some information that we are going to be bringing to you tomorrow. Stand by for that. It's not swept under the carpet. We are going to be giving you some updates on this case, and we are also going to be asking some questions. Stand by for that tomorrow. Now in this next story, this one took place yesterday, Friday, March 11th, 2022, about 5:30 in the afternoon. It took place at a place named Ancho District. Now, Ancho District is in the Withorn Police area in the parish of Westmoreland. For the past few months, we have been carrying some stories about Ancho District and surrounding areas like Shrewsbury Lagood and Galloway Lagood. Remember that yesterday, we carried a story where there was a shootout between the police and some hoodlums in the area. That incident, it took place on Thursday, March 10th, 2022. So yesterday afternoon, police officers, they went back to the area. We are told that they went to a particular house. They were searching for some men who are wanted by the police for various crimes. On the approach of the police, we are told that 2 men were seen. On seeing the police, they ran off. It is said that whilst they were running, one of the men, he dropped a Campari bottle. The police chased them, but they managed to make good their escape. The Campari bottle, it was retrieved by the police. It was found to contain 55 5.56 cartridges, as well as 18 9mm cartridges, as also 2.40 cartridges. So in total, 75 rounds were found. Now, do you know what a 5.56 cartridge is used in? Yeah, man. It is used in an M16 rifle. We are told that the police, they also seized a number of cellular phones and laptops. We are also told that the police, they know who these two men who ran, they know who they are because they are already wanted by the police. Congratulations to the police for this recovery. 75 rounds were found. Do you know how much lives were spared right there? Yeah, man. Congratulations to the police. Now, in this next story, on Monday, February 28, 2022, the Montego Bay police and customs officials, they reportedly recovered 7 illegal firearms. This recovery, it took place at the Seaboard Wharf in Montego Bay in the parish of St. James. These illegal weapons, they were found inside the back of television sets. The weapons seized were all disassembled and included 3 high-powered rifles and 4 pistols. Now the police, they named someone as being wanted in connection with this find. That man, his name is Clayton Clark. Now if you look on your screen, that is a photograph of Clayton Clark. It is said that Clayton Clark is from West Village in Montego Bay in the parish of St. James. The police, they had given Clayton Clark a date and time to hand over himself to them. But we are told that he has not done so. So we are getting information that the police, they are now hot on his heels. Yeah, man, they are hot on the heels of Clayton Clark. Here is what we are learning. On Monday, March 7th, 2022, sometime in the afternoon, it is said that Clayton Clark, he was driving that red Mercedes-Benz that you are seeing on your screen. I cover the license plate number because our information is that this car is owned by someone else. So I'm covering the license plate number for that reason. We are told that Clayton, he drove this red Mercedes-Benz to an apartment at Unity Hall in the parish of St. James. Our information is that he checked in at one of the rooms at this apartment. We are told that the police, they got information that Clayton Clark, he was staying at this apartment. So early Wednesday morning, Wednesday, March 9, 2022, about 1 o'clock, the police officers, they armed themselves with a warrant and went to the apartment. We are told that they entered the room that Clayton Clark was said to be staying in by force. However, when they went inside of the room, no one was there. We are further learning that Clayton, he left the apartment the day before, Tuesday, March 8, 2022. It is said that he left in the company of a female. Well, we are learning that this female, she reportedly picked him up. We are also learning that the red Mercedes-Benz motorcar, it was seized by the police. It is now in the custody of the police. Clayton Clark, let me tell you something. It's best you're going to the police. Just talk to a lawyer and hand in yourself. Yeah, man, it's best you do that. So let me ask you something now. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the like button as yet? You haven't done so? So where are we at, pan? What are you waiting on? Just hit on the like button. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, remember, you can only subscribe once. If you subscribe already and you hit the subscribe button again, it's gonna ask if you want to unsubscribe. Remember, tell a friend to tell a friend. Later on, we are gonna be bringing you the birthday greetings. We are gonna be bringing the greetings on PNL Vlogz TV. Stand by for that. In the final story for today, this one, it has some resemblance to that X6 case. You remember that X6 case? Yeah, man, where the gun magically disappeared. This case, by all indication, it is heading in that same direction. Now, listen to me good. There is a case presently before the court. Someone is charged for something. I will soon tell you more about that. But someone is charged for something. As a result, I will have to be careful about what I am about to say. We run a responsible channel. Yeah, man, our contents are based on facts. You can interpret what you want based on what we say, but what we say is based on facts. Our facts. Yeah, man. So let me start from the top. And later on, we are going to be asking you some questions. If you can answer them, you drop your comment in the comment section below. You are smart people, you know. I am sure you will be coming up with some answers. So on Saturday, February 26, 2022, the Crossroads Police, they received certain information. The information they received was that there was a traffic accident. As a result, they proceeded to Caledonia Avenue in Kingston 5. When they reached Caledonia Avenue, it was about 4:20 in the early morning. So when they reached Caledonia Avenue, the police, they saw a grey Honda Fit motor car. When they checked the motor car, they saw the body of a female. This female's body, it was seen protruding from the front passenger seat of the said Honda Fit motor car. By the looks of things, somebody had opened the door and was in the process of taking out this female out of the car. Are you following me so far? When the police checked on this female, she was found with gunshot wounds, multiple gunshot wounds to her upper body. She was taken to the hospital where she was officially pronounced DEAD. The police officers, they commenced investigation. Now, this female, she's said to be in her early 30s. She's about 5 feet 2 inches tall. She had a bleached out skin. She was dressed in a black blouse, purple sweatpants, and she was wearing a Nike sneakers. We have subsequently learned that this female, she was a lady of the night. Do you know what lady of the night means? Yeah, man, that PROS word. We have to be careful, you know. We have to be very careful about what we say. So this lady, it is said that she was a lady of the night. She could be seen in areas like New Kingston at night. So like we were saying, the police officers, they began investigation. They subsequently found out who owned the Honda Fit motor car. It was found out that this car, it's owned by a man named Theophilus Tracy. Now, Theophilus Tracy, he is 43 years old and he's a sergeant in the Jamaica Defense Force. Yeah, man. The owner is a soldier. Later in the day, the soldier was located by the police and he was taken in for questioning. It was also discovered that Sergeant Tracy is a licensed firearm holder. When the police found him, he had the permit for the gun, or he had the firearm license, but he didn't have the gun. Follow me now and follow me closely. Pick sense out of nonsense. The police, they are claiming that when they asked Sergeant Tracy for his firearm, he told them that before he could answer any question about his firearm, he would have to speak to his lawyer first. Did you hear what I just said? The police officers, they are claiming that when they asked Sergeant Tracy for his firearm, he told them that before he can discuss anything about his gun with them, he would have to talk to his lawyer first. Eventually, the police, they charged him. They charged him for the offense of failing to hand over his firearm. He was placed in police custody. Remember, the police are also carrying out an investigation into a case of murder. This female was found in Sergeant Tracy's car. So on Thursday, March 10th, 2022, Sergeant Tracy, he went to the court. He went to face the judge. Read the offense for which he is charged. Failing to hand over his firearm. Sergeant Tracy's lawyer is Mr. Peter Champagny. Mr. Peter Champagny, he got up and he told the judge in court that the gun was stolen. He told the court that based on the instructions of his client, Sergeant Theophilus Tracy, the weapon was robbed from him, the JDF soldier. So my question is, when the police was questioning the Sarge, did he tell the police that the firearm was robbed? Or did he tell the police that he wanted to talk to his lawyer before he can talk anything about his gun? So if the gun was robbed, why would he tell the police that he wanted to talk to his lawyer first? That is, if what the police are saying is to be believed. These are all questions, you know. I'm just asking some questions. I am making no assertion or passing any judgment. No, you, my viewers and my subscribers. Let me ask you some questions now. The comment section, it is open. Let me ask you some questions. Do you believe that this gun was robbed or stolen from this JDF sergeant? Do you believe that? Alright, let me ask you another question. Do you think it is possible that this soldier's gun was the murder weapon? Do you think that this is the reason it was reportedly stolen? One thing we must understand, you know, is that firearm ballistic print, it is already in the system because it's a legal weapon. So if that gun is the murder weapon, the police will soon know. Once you get a gun from FLA, the Firearm Licensing Authority, your ballistic imprint must be in the system, or the ballistic imprint for your weapon must be in the system. So if the ballistic report comes back and say that gun owned by the sergeant is the murder weapon, what will be the likely explanation? Will the likely explanation be someone stole the soldier's gun and killed the lady in his car? Sergeant Tracy, he was remanded in custody and he will be brought back to court on April 7th. We are going to be keeping a close eye on this one. Let's wait and see how this one is going to play out. Let's wait and see. Not because, you know, not because this lady is a lady of the night. She has a right to life also. Maybe she has a family. Maybe she has kids. So not because she was doing that type of job, she still have a right to life. Yeah, man. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Popeye NewzLynx and PNL Vlog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Rude boy them block out can't tame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane. Everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica.